There it is. Wait, what was that? Okay, there we go. No, we're not talking about politics, Garfield. We are not talking about politics. I disabled in-game chat specifically for that. All right, so this is what I've been working on. So we've got our constructed parts all automated over there. We've made a lot. It's lovely. And the upstairs one's here. So the idea here is large conveyor belt buses between buildings. So here over oh, I don't have power. Over there, right? We did the smelting. I've been playing a bit off stream, Chief. I mostly just finished this base. This morning I played a lot of that. I don't know if you guys saw on Discord. I played it for like 2 hours this morning. So our smelting stuff is all over there. So that building's for smelting. That building's our train station, which we can extend outwards that way. So then all the ores and raw materials here get us our constructor lanes. And these are lanes of 40. So there's 10 constructors to a blueprint. So it's 40 machines, and I'm trying to do it, at least with the constructors. So either the input or the output is, when fully operational, is the full 1200 belt. So in the case of iron plates, it's the input is a full 1200. The iron rods, both, because it's 1-to-1. And it needed a lot of machines, so we made a little upper shelf. So here we are. All the raw materials. We don't have enough input right now to fully do all of these machines, but it's close. And the reason all of this is up here, all this quick wire and steel beams and the SAM, is because they don't fit nicely into sets of 40 assemblers. So the Caterium needs 20 assemblers to get the 1200 output for quick-wire. So that's why these are up here. They're just a different system. So we pull off of our belts kind of bus here. It's a very small, a lot of open space, which I might change. And then here's the beams, which also only need 20 constructors. And then the SAM actually only needs 10 assemblers because it's 120 per minute input. So then that's just a single blueprint, right? So that's what this row will be for. I've kind of tried to leave room to expand this. So if I need more constructor blueprints of 10 constructors, I go here. I kind of filled up the 20 area, but I have room over here to expand more, is the idea. And that's the constructor place. What does SAM stand for? Strange alien mineral? Material? Matter? Matter. Matter. That's what it is, matter. And then I really love how the Mark 6 belts look when like floating. They're so futuristic that I don't mind them just floating there. I think it looks cool. And then we can see the resources kind of being transported and moving and all that stuff. A lot of varied raw materials, transporting, belting from source. Mostly belting right now. So I got some coal from here, SAM, Caterium, some sulfur from there. We're only using a few iron nodes and copper nodes so far. Caterium there, limestone there. So notably what we're missing right now is oil products. So I need to figure out how to do refineries, where to do refineries. But since I had so much of the basics, I've now, like this is what I did this morning, was I laid out these constructors or assemblers for basic materials into an assembler is the idea here. And a lot of recipes in the assembler actually need assembler parts themselves. And that's why I didn't do these yet. Like I don't have any smart plating or frameworks. Like I haven't made modular frames yet because they need iron plates. So this part of this factory is just for items that are from a constructor that go into an assembler to make a new item. That is it. So there's actually not too many of those. And then we add them onto this bus and go over there now. And I've been kind of toying with some ideas of what I want to do with this factory. But I really like this idea of there being a giant gap in the middle of it where we have resources going across, walkways up and down both ways. And there's this like waterfall in the middle of it. So I'll get rid of the concrete here. And there'll just be like this big gap and then the waterfall there. Maybe. I might change it later. I don't know. But that's an idea for now. I might add... I don't know. Get a complete restart on your Satisfactory run. It's more fun. Yes. Honestly, I've done that a lot. Like this is my 4th or 5th time through. And this is how we're loading the assemblers, by the way. Yeah, I've restored it a lot. You learn so much every time. And so this is where, you know, that kind of main bus thing goes up. It's purely for aesthetics. It would be way more efficient to just have everything down here and load from down here. Less space used up top, less belt madness, shenanigans here. But it works. It works. Oh, and then I added these. I had a bunch of extra Mercer spheres, so we're at 240 a minute. So if I have 5 dimensional depots for concrete, I will be uploading an extra 1,200 per minute. And that's allowing me to build a little quicker here. And I'm not sure how I'm going to build this section. We'll see. Invalid placement. Why? You. So now that I'm bringing it over to this section, I want to do assemblers, but it's more It's the more complex assemblers, I guess, is the idea. Look at how fast it fills up, by the way. It's so nice. Oh yeah, the music in this game is incredible. Sound design is great. It's just satisfying to play this game, man. They've done an excellent job. All right. That will dodge. Okay, so I can have a little space here, and then we'll go this way and build that way, I guess. Yeah, they call it satisfactory. The one thing I am missing a lot of, actually, while I'm building is Mark 6 belts. The time crystals, I use a lot. Oops.
Big_Impulse just resubscribed for 32 months. Morning, D.
Yo, Big Impulse. Oh, whoops. That is my bad. I forgot to unmute. Yo, I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. 32 months. It's a very long time. I appreciate that. I had a very nice day today playing Massachusetts. So much fun with that ship. And now we're doing some factory to end it off. It's been excellent. Hope you've had a good morning so far. Hey, you're welcome. Yeah. Yeah. I think not playing on the Asia server is a large portion of the fun I was having. NA can be bad at times too, but yeah, it's no Asia server. The C server is rough. The thing about the Asia server is it's so much more passive. There's not a huge difference in playstyle between the NA and EU servers, as much as, you know, people love to meme about it and joke about it, and it is funny to joke about, but there's not a huge difference where there is a large difference when you're playing on C. People play further back, they spam HE more. It's quite a bit less fun. Look at that. Even with all of that, like, look at how fast it fills up, and yet I still run out of materials. Yeah, CVs. Yeah, it's a lot of long-range HE spam, carriers, that kind of thing. It's tough to play. All right, I think we should have enough to upgrade these now. And I have been trying to mess with colors. I do want to add color to the factories, and these belts look so cool, so we might change the colors later. But for for now, it does make the game look pretty cool. Yeah. Base is looking epic. Thank you. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this. The progress is a little slow. Where's power? There we go. The progress is a little slow, but that's okay. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Although I've got a lot of the parts now. We'll start to get into manufacturers and stuff again. We're getting there. And just like that, we're out of the time crystals again. I've even got like a dedicated setup way over there, just making a bunch of them. Alongside what we're producing back at the main base. It's just so hard to... They're so difficult to build. They're not that difficult, but... take a lot of resources per minute. What was I using? I think I was using this one. For stators and rotors. I am a little greedy for those crystals. Love massive build from 6 months ago, healing 1 with 3 points kill. Yeah, 30-second heals. It's just half uptime on healing, which is so crazy. It's very funny. It's I was trying a build similar to that, except I gave up Adrenaline Rush even. So I was getting 6 heals without Adrenaline Rush today. And we still had good games. I didn't really get to my 6th heal, so I don't know how worth it was, but it's fun to try. I didn't make good use of it, I suppose. So ahead of you. Yeah, this is very endgame, at least as far as the belts go. A lot of these items are earlier game stuff. All right, while we wait, let's decide how I want to build this. Did I kill everyone before I needed the heals? Honestly, some of the games, yeah, it was going that well. We were absolutely crushing. Like, oh, the flank's over, and I've used 4 heals out of 6. All right, well. What am I gonna do for power, also? Honestly, it was... I haven't played Massachusetts for a while. So it was really fun to play again. And it just reminded me, it's like, I really just need to play that ship more. It's so good. It's just so good. And tier 8 is so fun, man. When you don't get the tier 10 games, even when you do get tier 10 games, it still can be quite fun because there's just more lower tier ships. There's more opportunity to have a good time. How am I gonna do this? What's my halfway point here? $14? Yeah, so 7. Tier 10 games suck the most when you're one of 2 tier 8s, T full of only tier 10s? Yes, definitely. Those are so brutal. That's what makes me not want to play the tier 8s. Alright, we're here. Not enjoying playing cruisers, CV 3/4 battleships, no, and 1 DD, not fun. Yeah, with cruisers, it's you die so early, so quickly, because the battleships just see cruiser and say, oh, I overmatched that. That looks like a good target to go after. And then you're kind of just suffering. They're hard to play. That's why a lot of people, myself included, often say they're at their strongest in the kind of late game. Don't have to worry about that as much when a lot more of the ships are off the board. 80 BBs last night. Oh yeah, everybody's playing the new Pan American battleships. Dodging CV so much, 70 to 30k. Yeah, that is that gets demoralizing, doesn't it? Stop wanting to play. Tennessee is still available, if only if you complete the missions now. We were actually talking about that a bit tonight. It seems like Wargaming was correct in saying the missions aren't too bad to get Tennessee. I wish I had known that. That would have been good to know. But not like I'm unhappy that they're reasonable to get, you know? Just wish I could have given that advice. It's not so bad to get. Tilted and angry from Dota, yeah. Yeah, WoW's is not unique in that regard, is it? All multiplayer games have that element. Need PQ coaching on how to not rage. I'll be honest, I don't think I have it figured out. just kind of shut down when I get tilted. And then I stop playing. Hopefully I stop playing before I actually tilt, and then say things I'll later regret. Sarcasm, yeah. Any defenders on this one? Yeah, I try and laugh it off. I really... Like, this might sound weird, but I actually watch back some of the live streams. I don't know if that's weird or not, but I do watch some of them back. I absolutely hate how I sound when I'm tilted and complaining. It's so whiny and annoying. And like, it's just a game. Why am I taking it so seriously? Shouldn't let it get to me, you know? I haven't really tilted that hard in a while. And there's legitimate reasons to complain too. Or even just talk about what's going on, you know? It's not all bad to just be like, hey, this sucks right now. Not having fun, go next, all that. But it's when I get really tilted. That's what I don't like. Even when I tilt, I have good arguments. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. The thing I'm realizing too is, you know, talking to Bogsy and stuff more and that, giving more feedback, seeing how Wargaming deals with feedback and that. The less like emotional outbursty my feedback is, the more they listen. And not listen as in do what I want, but like actually engage with the feedback and communicate back and ask questions and clarify things. Like, so that's another reason too. Like, not only do I just not like how I sound, but also if I can just chill out, people who can actually change the game and are in charge of the game, at least some of the decisions for the game, actually are more receptive to it too. $30 to 60-minute game. Yeah, I don't think I could ever play a MOBA game. Dota, League, all of these sound like games I would never be able to do. I'd never be able to do them. Here's hoping on that, yeah. Well, the thing to keep in mind too is just because they're more receptive and more engage more with the feedback doesn't mean that they'll do what I say just because I give feedback, you know? Yeah, going from pro, high expectations for teammates, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get out of that mindset. I think, I was thinking about this, this was a while ago I was thinking about this, but I think to be good at anything, like at a level where you're good enough to play something competitively at a high level, you know, WoW's is a small game, so the competitive level of winning Kings of the Sea is nowhere near the competitive level of, like, you know, the international or Dota, you know, because that game is just many magnitudes larger. There's more people and all that. But to be even semi-competitive in a lot of these games, you basically have to be kind of an asshole, it feels like. You kind of have to be just have outrageous expectations for yourself and your teammates and hold people to those expectations. Because if you let things go and you don't dissect what's going on and why things are happening and ruthlessly figure that out and improve based on it, you're never going to be at that level, you know? So that's where, you know, it's not a great excuse for it, but, you know, I think that's part of the reason that I was much more toxic in the past, like years ago. This is like really before starting YouTube. Even the very beginning of YouTube, because I started YouTube August 2020, and my last tournament was Verizon, which was like October, November 2020. But I had pretty insane expectations on myself and people around me. So then there's a lot more. Japanese upbeat lo-fi. Yeah, music helps a lot to not tilt. When I'm playing boats, I do have Spotify on with some nice chill playlists. I'm just terrified of DMCA, so I never let it go through to the streams or the videos. Difference between ruthless ambition and being an asshole. True. That is true. It's kind of hard to... At least I have found it kind of hard to walk that line back in the day. Although I was a much different person back then as well. There's a lot that I had not figured out in my own life, which was probably leading to some of that. Not just in-game, but just like... feeling worse about where my life was at the time. Too much ego wrapped up in boats and being good at the game as well. I actually have a metal playlist that does help. On the right days, a metal playlist does help to help me not tilt. Not always, but it can help. Oh yeah, that's for sure, Bob. That's for sure. Yeah, internally in the team, for sure. Oh yeah, no, I've definitely embraced a lot of where I was at. And very, very grateful to be where I'm at now. Very grateful. Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I? I've just been doing this for so long this way. Andy's wows with the 14 raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Should remember to do this more. There we go. See, I'm becoming a better streamer. Remember to do this stuff. Hope you had a good evening, man. I'm just ending with some chill, satisfactory person I am or portray. Yeah, you guys don't see everything, certainly. I'm not sure how much I want to... You get the authentic me when it comes to what I think about the game. That's for sure. I just never know how much to share on the internet. It feels like something I probably want to be a little bit cautious of, you know? Like how much do you really say? Yeah, I really try hard to convey what I think about the game and where it's at without complaining too much about it. There's times to be complaining and frustrated. But also, I guess yeah, it's hard to say. I think generally in boats, in my life is generally where I am the most frustrated at times. So, you know, saying that, it sounds like things are pretty good for me, let's be honest. But in real life, I tend to be more chill than a lot of the boat streams are. That game just gets under my skin sometimes, man. It really does. How many foundations did I leave? Just one. Okay. And Malta, yes. Malta's awesome. There's a lot of great content creators for boats. There's a lot. Never stop complaining about CVs, can't stand them. Same. I guess when I say I don't want to be complaining all the time or whatever, it's not that there isn't a problem with carriers and that. It's just that I don't want all of my content and time spent to be thinking about what's wrong. I find in my life when here's something I've been thinking of. People, well, this might be really random, but people talk a lot about how bad and how bad algorithms can be on these giant social media platforms, right? But something I've noticed as I've spent more time like consciously thinking about it, I've really you can curve that algorithm to do whatever you want it to. Its goal is not to show you certain specific inflammatory content. The goal of all these algorithms is purely just to keep you on platform watching ads. Or if you have a premium account, then having that, right? So as long as you use the tools of don't show me the content like this, don't recommend this, I've found that I can really curb what the algorithm shows me to the point where I don't I hate dealing with there's a good reason why I just don't want to talk about politics. I think it's important to vote. I think that's very important. But I just think anytime you talk and see, it's so easy to just get wrapped up in us versus them. Instead of we live in a community and a society, and as a collective, we benefit from that, and we should all be looking for ways to help each other in that, and like grow and improve the world, like our society, for everyone, because we all benefit. And no content is like that. So then I just don't want to. I don't want to see the political or the super inflammatory stuff. So then, you know, click out of that whole loop, and then YouTube and all these algorithms just never. It never shows up on my feeds. I love it. But it's still there if I want to go find it, you know, like when we have elections here in Canada, obviously I'm going to do research and all that stuff. But it's nice that I've found, it's really nice to just be able to compartmentalize that stuff, I've found. It's really nice. And so, I mean, this is a bit of a tangent, I know, but in a similar way, I don't want all of my boats content and what I make to be complaining and inflammatory. Like, there's definitely problems with carriers and subs and surface ships in general too. Like, there's issues. But I really don't want to be only talking about those things. Because then for myself, I find then that's all my brain thinks about. And that's all I think about, or that's all that I think is happening. And then it's just like this spiral where everything's bad, nothing is good. And I don't think that's a good place to be. You know? So I'll bring up I will bring up the issues when they happen in boats. You know, it's not like I'm going to shy away from talking about carriers and subs and why I think they're not balanced and why they don't fit the game. But if every video were like that, that would get kind of tiring, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Isn't it tired to be mad all the time? I think it is. That's a long tangent. I don't know if that made sense. I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning and have not slept, so I might just be the ramblings of a madman right now. Give me a minute here. I gotta respond to this. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Let me give you guys a good view. I need to. My sister and brother-in-law are looking at getting a new computer, and I want to help them. So I'm just gonna call them quick. There you go. There's our base so far. Can't even get all of it in. Okay, we're back. Sorry. There we go. What was I doing? Don't remember. I like Philosopher PQ. Okay, so I was making some sense. Yeah, family's doing great. They were still using a very old computer, so it's about time to upgrade. Very exciting. Yeah, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, content. Yeah. Yeah, it's really not... I don't know, I think a negative way of looking at it would be, you know, censoring what you say or something like ridiculous like that. I don't see it that way. I think of it as... I think of it as like saying what needs to be said when it needs to be said, but otherwise not overly dwelling on the bad parts of life. You know? I can do that sometimes. I don't like what it does to my general mood or just day-to-day thoughts. You know, I think the more I've thought critically about what type of content I want to make, the more I've realized like I'm in control of all of it, you know? And it's not only the content I make, it's like how I think about my own life too, and what I do, and how I talk about things, or how I treat other people around me, or all of it. It's easy to be... What's the quote? I don't know. There's got to be some great philosophical quote about roots and wind being blown around if you don't have strong roots. And I'm trying to be more conscious of that. I don't want to be blown around by the whims of my emotions in the moment and being frustrated or mad, or I want to acknowledge them and talk about stuff that makes me mad or frustrated. But I don't want to do it in such a way that I am controlled by that, I guess. These are just little things I've thought about. I obviously haven't given it enough thought to really have a nice concrete way of saying it that makes sense concisely, but that is how I generally think about things in life, especially with the videos. Wise? I don't know. I don't know if I'm necessarily wise, or I try to listen to those who have done it before. Try to not make the same mistakes. Learn from others' stories. Did I not change the stream category? I forgot. I'm sorry. Good call. Thank you, Carnal. Whoops. See, I'm not that smart, guys. Make all sorts of mistakes. I thought for sure. Did I not change the title either? I changed the title. Did I? Wow. I did change the title. Interesting. All right. Well, I haven't really accomplished much, so let's try and accomplish something. What are we gonna make? It's not a huge deal, but I do want to try and do that correctly. I don't think a channel my size on Twitch really it matters that much, but still. Oh yeah, I got through all the computers. Okay, what are we making? Reinforced, no. Let's make modular frame. We'll do one, and then I think I'll be done for the night. Oh, I don't have any alternates. Okay. What was the recipe? Reinforced iron plate, iron rod. Sure. How much am I making here? 40. Making 40, huh? All right. Might need more of that eventually. So here's the blueprint for those, by the way. This is what I've been working through. So we do this. And this. This. And this. Now, modular frame. I think it's chrome finish we want. Blueprints are so clutch, man. They're so good. And then I want carbon steel finish. And then I just have to do this once. And then the colors are right the whole time. It's so good. These are chrome. There we are. Yeah, I don't know. I never know how much to talk about my real life on the internet. But I can talk about content. I'm fine. That's good. You know, and I want to be aware of the kind of content I'm making too. I think that's an important part. I'm more the more fun the video is, and the better the information is, the happier I am with the video, I think. I'm more proud of the videos like where I think I'm more entertaining, I'm having fun with the game. I'm still giving good advice, I think. I'm more proud of those videos than the videos where I'm super negative. Even though there's still a good time and place for videos where I'm negative and complaining or critiquing elements of the game or where it's at. They're necessary videos, but I don't like them as much, I think. I don't mind making them. There's videos that need to be made, right? You know, I'm not gonna just yes man everything, obviously. But I prefer when I can make fun videos. Like that's why I was feeling like I didn't do a great job with the Black Friday or the Tennessee Leyte golf event, right? I want to give the clear information and I don't want to just speculate on whether it's going to be bad or good and that, and then lean towards more negative because I kind of have to. Is this right? Did I do this right? CV vid is still your favorite? It's funny. I would say that's probably one of my least favorite videos I've ever made. I got rid of the worst part of it, but still, I'm glad people can enjoy it. And that CVs are a problem. Still think CVs are a problem. How am I doing this? How much of a gap did I leave? I totally forget. One foundation. Okay. Concise to the point. Yeah, it does. It does a decent job. I think some of it is just too much complaining. All right, so here's why the blueprint has foundations. We actually remove the foundations. And for the first one to start it, I do have to go like this. And then we grab this. And that fits like so. Ta-da! Not complaining if you have solid enough arguments. Yeah, but it's a little too... I don't know, that video is from back in the day where I was still in more of a competitive mindset like we were talking about, where thinking I'm right and all that. My opinion matters so much more because I'm so good or whatever, instead of forming a good argument, and that's why it's a good video. No, that won't reach. Okay, we have power. Okay, well, maybe I'm just overly critical of it. That is entirely possible. I also sometimes watch back, like I was saying, I do watch back streams from sometimes. And there are certainly streams where, in the moment, I feel much more heated and tilted than how and what I'm saying would lead people to believe. Even myself. I'm surprised how calm I sound sometimes when I'm just absolutely... I feel tilted, just out of my mind. Like my mind just goes blank, and all I can think about is how mad I am. No, I don't think it's necessarily out of comfort zone. It's just not the kind of content I want to be making. Necessarily. I think when it comes down to it, even though it's something that is kind of necessary to talk about, when it comes right down to it, at its core, this is a video game I enjoy playing. World of Warships, I mean. At its core. And because of that, I don't enjoy complaining about it. I think at its simplest, that is what it comes down to. And going back to the social media algorithms thing, the more I'm exposed to a certain way of thinking, or allowing myself to think a certain way or do things in a certain way, the more it's normal for me. And so the more I complain or criticize or talk about the bad parts of a game that I like, the less I like that game. I think that's what it is. And it's a game I want to like because I do like the game. And I don't want to make content that's going to cause me to stop liking something I enjoy for the sake of it. Just for the sake of making negative content. It's still a good video. I should say that. It's still a good video. It's an important video. It's important to talk about the problems with the game, because there are problems. Nothing's perfect. But it's not what I want to focus on all the time, I guess. I'm certainly not saying this as concisely as I'd like. Wait, modular frame? No. I wanted base building, splitter, number, what? 1 or 2? Number 1. So this is how I get things off the bus. We do this. Right. There. And here. Let's just get it. Nudge mode is king. Oh, I got it right. Look at that. And like that. So now, what I can do is this and this. I thought of another analogy. I don't know how... These are probably bad analogies of explaining. Because again, I've streamed a long time and I still woke up at 3 a.m. this morning. But yeah, I don't like looking for the bad in things. Just generally. I'd prefer not to do that kind of thing. I like finding the good sides of what's going on or what I'm doing. And I find the more it's a feedback loop, much like an algorithm. I feel like my brain works like that. The more I feed it with positive or optimistic thoughts, the more positive or optimistic I am. And the more critical, negative, frustrated, angry, the more easily I am frustrated and angry, and I just don't like being mad. Especially over a game. I'm probably saying the same thing over and over again in different ways at this point. Okay, we've made a thing. Let's focus on that. We've made a thing. Right? Right? Yeah, we've made them. Let's go. So that's 8 machines. I am very, very confident that will not be enough. In fact, we're gonna need more reinforced iron plates, aren't we? Oh well. We'll figure that out when we get there. Maybe this is just the start. Maybe we're just making one row of assemblers for each part for now. And then we'll deal with what we need later. Yeah. Satisfying to see organized row of resource belts? Yes. It's a bit of a inspiration from other factory games. Satisfactory doesn't seem to lend itself as much to this kind of style of base, where you just have all your resources on a bus. So I wanted to try and make it work. I like it a lot. Can't hear the music? Oh, it should pick up now. We're just in between songs. All right, let's grab. Now what? Yeah, the music goes from quiet to loud. A lot of dynamic range. Playing WoWs with this playlist. It's the Satisfactory soundtrack. If you have it on Steam, that's all I'm listening to. Motors? Yeah, motors. Okay, last one, promise, and then I'm gonna go. Last one. For real. No, trust it. Last one. I can stop when I want to. And I've decided I want to stop after one more. Oh, this game is too good. It's actually just too good. How did they make it so good? Yeah, I'm having a great time. I had a great time today. Which is so weird. How am I so like alert and aware and not frustrated and yeah, I guess looking for and seeing the negatives in parts of things right now when I have almost no sleep right now. I don't get it. But today was a good day, so I will take it. Boats was a ton of fun. This game was a ton of fun. It was just an all-around awesome day for me. So I will enjoy that. To watch PQ Live, yeah. Honestly, yes. The Massachusetts games, especially after the first two. Like, if you skip the first two, where we got like tier 10 and it was okay, but it wasn't great. It was crazy. We had some insane games. I knew I still liked Massachusetts, but I did not expect it to go that well. I expected more of those first games, actually. Probably what I was expecting. Where up-tiered carriers, tougher games. All right, have a good one, Big and Balls. Thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate it. Enjoy your day. Let me just grab this. And then I'm done too. Motors. Like so. Seeing the blueprints just snap to one another. Blueprints are amazing, man. Teams meeting, can't have voice in the background. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky, man. Should I tell your boss you need some time off to play some more Satisfactory? All right, where are we? On the very end. Okay. Let's see if this works. I haven't done them side by side before. I'm not sure if this idea works or not. Yeah, they kind of clip into each other funny, don't they? Alright, we'll see how it looks. Underneath here, I don't care quite as much. There we go. We've done it. We have made motors. We're definitely going to need a lot more of some of these parts, but that's okay. We're just getting the basics down again. We'll figure out the ratios and things later. It's more about aesthetics anyway. Which I know I haven't really decorated too much. We're getting the layout. The basics. Great. We have motors. Okay, I think I'm starting to get tired. Maybe that's the secret? Be tired? So I don't have the energy to tilt? No, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's the takeaway. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. And then we build up, maybe over back there. I don't know how many train stations we'll need. Yeah, maybe manufacturing is back there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we'll need too many train stations. A lot of resources here. Cool. All right, I'm going to end it there, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope some of my ramblings made sense this stream. TLDR, it's more fun to be happy than to be sad. Or mad. Wait, was today 39 or 40? What did I put? might put 40. Oh, okay. 40 it is. All right. There we go. Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. And I'll probably see you tomorrow. More boats. We'll have fun. Just like today.